So we finally had a few days of okay weather, as in no wind. Now we've got fog. Now I could probably still get out along the edge, but I'll be a bit careful because I don't have GPS on the boat. I've got a compass on this camera, that's about it. But we should be right if we follow the reef out to a couple of the pots, and then the other ones I may leave them, I don't know yet. But it's supposed to burn off, but like I said, at the moment it's drizzly, foggy. I will try and film this, but it all depends how wet the camera gets. So if you'd seen the last video, you'd have seen when I came off the boat, I was finding those cockles. I thought I'd come down and have a look around before I go out in the boat, just to see if there's any around. Well, I found one. I might take a couple actually, I don't know yet. There's one here. I might take a couple home, like half a dozen or so, and just try them. I'll collect them, I'll think about it, I can always put them back later. Plus I can always drop them out deeper because they are a bit shallow here. This is, in the summer, this is going to be, well, with a bit of luck, it's going to be nice and hot in the summer, but normally these things, you find them a lot further down the beach. So maybe when the tide comes in, they are easier to spot. When the water comes over them, they might clear the sand from above them. There's one. That's quite a large one actually. He's right there, if you can see him. That's a nice one. That's two. Now today I don't really intend to fish with a rod much. I'll give it a go. I'm only taking the small rod with me because it's quite foggy out there, so I want to be a little bit wary, because if that fog drops on me out there, then I've got no way to find my way back, but it's very difficult to find your way back when I'm in the small boat. There's a dead cockle. Right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head round to the other side. That's where I've dropped the boat. I haven't put it this side. Head round to the boat. We'll go and do that, and then I'll come back in this side and have another look later when the tide's up a little bit. Oh, there's another one. Right there. Take that as well. As I say, we've got 3 now, so if I can get to say 6 on the way back, then I'll take them back and we'll cook up just half a dozen. Like I say, I don't really want to take loads, just to try them. I haven't done them for years. So. Right, well, the waters are quite clear. Obviously the small tide and the swell, it's only a low swell now, it's made them clear up a bit, so we're going to give it a go with the fishing rod for a bit, and then we'll move on to the pots. Right, first pot. I did a bit of trailing, but no fish again. I didn't do much for very long. Like I said, it's not the nicest of weathers. I was actually going to go out and get some bait or off the beach and then try fishing, but to be honest, it's cold, it's damp, there's fog around and very little fish, so well, I can see there's something in this one straight away. He's a cracker too. That's a lovely lobster. Big claws, that'll be a male. Put that one in the box, I think, straight away. And then just some lady crabs. You can eat these. Very sweet meat, but a lot of fiddling. Lobsters like them as well. Right, better get moving because that reef's coming up on us. Well, just a pot of mixed crabs there. Nothing worth keeping really. Male crab. Let's just get this bait off. A lot of small brown crab. A lot of very small brown crab. First fish of the year. Kind of foul hooked, but it's a fish. Well, I'm going to get it off, get it back into the water, and I'm going to try that again. I'm not going to stay out here too long though. So I've come out a little bit further. I thought while I was out here, give it a quick go because the tide's right, and there is a few fish. So I was just bringing in the line, coming past a reef there, and a fish grabbed hold of it. Shut that down for a minute. Yeah, I thought I'd swing the line past this reef that was near the surface, and not sure what it is. Looks like a longnose, but it's a funny time of the year for longnose. It is. It's what you call a garfish. And the crab's lost his claw by the looks of it. And this thing stops moving, I'll get the hook out. There we go. One garfish. Not what I expect to catch at this time of year. Normally these are in autumn and sort of into the winter. But there's obviously still some around. Well, that's a good pot. 2 lobsters. Work quickly because there we go. Get them out before they start crushing each other. That'll be size. I'm going to put it. I'll put it at the front, I think. Now, and there's an even bigger one. It's got a slightly smaller claw, but still okay. And we'll put that one at the back. Right, I'll do the same again, quickly empty this and then we'll move on to the last pot, which is just over there. Not a crab in here, there's actually a nice crab in there. Little spider. Small shankers. Lady crabs or velvet swimming crabs. More shankers. Or brown crab. We just call them shankers here. Get rid of this bait. It's a big one of those. A little spider crab. A little one. And this one is big enough. And it's got a very hard shell. You can see the barnacles on its legs. So, an alright day. So that's, what's that? 3 lobsters and a crab. Right, well, we ended up with 3 lobsters and 1 brown crab. So not a bad day. We also picked up the long nose and, well, the garfish, we call them long nose here, and the pollock. I kept the garfish for bait because I can use that for fishing later on if I actually want to go fishing with bait, and the pollock we returned. But all in all, not a bad day for our 4 pots. And considering it looked a bit dubious this morning when I got up to see all the fog, but it's still around. You can see it up above the island over there, but it's not too bad. And I've just picked up in the back of the car there, I've got a bunch of cans with water in now. I'm going to start refilling that tank so I can put lobsters in it later on when we put the bigger boat down. Right, time to head back and get a coffee.